Hey everybody, welcome to the superhero scene. My name is Joe, and today I want to do an interesting video on Henry Cavill. There's been a lot of rumors going around that he's been brought back as Superman. That's not entirely true. It's very close. They're doing contract negotiations right now. He's still in talks to return as Superman. And if he does, I'll do a separate video on if he's actually officially announced. He hasn't been officially announced. It's just rumors going around through all these internet sources, and it's driving fans crazy because it's something we all been wanting to hear for the very longest time. So I'm just going to read an article. I have an article pulled up from Cinema Blend. It's been nearly 3 years, full years, since Henry Cavill last appeared as Superman, and while Zack Snyder's Justice League, the Snyder Cut, will provide a different account of how Kal-El Clark Kent was resurrected in the DC universe compared to what was shown in the theaters, it's been unclear if Cavill will return to the role. Then came word yesterday that Cavill is in talks to reprise Superman, though it would be in another character's movies rather than the Man of Steel 2. And that's what they're saying. It's not exactly going to be a Man of Steel 2 movie yet. They're still contemplating where to take this character. And I've been seeing different websites saying that, and just to put it into perspective, he's going to be like the Hulk is Marvel. He doesn't have, he had his run of movies. Then he was just a cameo in each other movie, which worked well for him. And, I don't mind that. I just want to see Henry Cavill back as Superman. I'm glad they didn't recast. Now that you hear all these rumors and you see the timeline of all the events that have been going on since before, since Justice League ended, is he coming back? Does he want to come back? He tweets out pictures and stuff that he wants to be Superman again, and teases the fans, and we love it. And we all have that hope that he's going to return as Superman. And, Warner's and rumors kept circulating that they're recasting him, that he's done, he wants too much money, and Warner Bros. Didn't want to pay it. But, with his success recently in The Witcher and other movies that he's done, he's catapulting himself, and fans want to see him back as Superman, and myself included. So, let's talk about what else they said here. So what can we expect from Superman in the DC going forward? According to Variety reporter Justin Kroll, he's likely to share the screen with someone he's already has an established rapport with in a minor role. And he tweeted out, Cavill's return is only a cameo and would likely have him appearing in a film where he has previous ties with title characters like Aquaman, Shazam. Sources say not for Black Adam or Wonder Woman. New Man of Steel film, still way off, with no certainty Henry would return to star. Superman not showing up in Wonder Woman 84 makes sense as the movie's completed and the time period, but I'm curious if Justin Kroll is indicating that the Superman's not being considered for a Wonder Woman 3 cameo, as Patty Jenkins has said that the threequel would be a contemporary story. As for Black Adam, eventually all those years of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson teasing a fight between his character and Superman, which is a shame since those two have had some great fights in the comics. Still having Superman show up in either Aquaman 2 or Shazam 2 makes sense given his ties with both characters. I still say Shazam 2 more than Aquaman 2. Clark Kent and Arthur Curry are on Justice League together. And Superman cameoed at the end of the first Shazam movie when the Superman enhanced Billy Batson invited him. Superhero enhanced Billy Batson invited him to surprise Freddie Freeman at school. And this is what they said. Whichever one of these movies Henry Cavill's Superman appears in, it sounds like we shouldn't expect him to have a major role in the story. In other words, rather than his involvement being similar to how the Hulk factored into Thor Ragnarok, his future appearance being described as a cameo suggests something more like when Nick Fury popped up in Phase 1 MCU movies. So, that's what I think. That's what's going to happen, basically, is what they're saying is they're in talks for a new contract, discussing the length of the contract and dollar amount, since Warner Brothers and Henry Cavill were far apart for a long time. How many movies is going to be in? They're adding scenes to the Snyder Cut, so they're saying that a lot of the majority of the cast are coming back to film extra scenes whenever, all these things get lifted. So if that's very successful, which it will be, and HBO Max is going to be going crazy when that happens, they may greenlight the 3-story arc of Zack Snyder to film his Justice League 2 and Justice League 3 to complete that arc, which we all want to see. And the movies I could see him in is Shazam 2, definitely, as he's, like they said in the article, he's been at the end of Shazam 1. You could see him in Black Adam, which I could definitely see that. They're teasing that fight scene, and that's setting up for Shazam 3, which is rumored that they're all going to be fighting in. So, like the animated movie and the comics, how they got together and fought. So, you could see that kind of shifting. So, how many movies is he going to be contracted for when this becomes official? I could say around 5 or 6 is what I'm guessing through all the movies I just mentioned. I don't see him being involved in possibly a Wonder Woman, but I can't see him with Aquaman, as I just don't see it. I could see him in them getting together in Justice League, but not Aquaman as much. But it could happen. So I'm just glad we're starting to hear some news with this. I just these past couple of weeks has been great with Warner Brothers, DC, and at&t, Time Warner Media. They're sticking by the DC fans, and for the longest time we didn't have that. We had interference from Warner Brothers constantly getting in, bringing these people in to disrupt the directors and alter their visions of the movie. Just to bring up totally different movies from what they truly envisioned their movie want that to be. And I'm glad that they're actually doing great by the fans, because fans will come in drones when you stand by them and you put out comic accurate stuff and stuff that the fans would like to see. They really will. They'll support your movies. They'll talk good about your movies. They'll give good reviews. They'll buy it on Blu-ray when it comes out, or whatever's hot at the time, 4K, whatever. But when you stand by the fans and you support their likes, you'll get it back in return, and you get a successful franchise. So I'm glad that they're doing this now. I'm glad you're hearing all these interesting tweets come out from at&t, with the tweets that, especially the one with Superman saying that there's more to come. It's really cool. It's really cool what's going on, and I'm glad that they're finally doing it. So thank you all for watching. Hopefully we'll hear some news soon. It becomes official, but as of now, it's still in talks about his contract being officially completed. So if anything happens, I'll do a video on it. Thank you all for watching. Please comment below what you think about the situation. Smash that like button, comment below, and please subscribe to the superhero scene, as all the subscriptions help the channel grow. Thank you all so much. Join the superhero team. Have a great night. Be safe, and have a great day tomorrow. Take it easy.